Master Hightow tells stories. 1. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a person. He slept at home at noon every day. There was a swallow's nest under the eave of his home. The swallow had 3 chicks. The swallow was constantly chirping. He was in his afternoon nap. Quit making noise. He was very angry. Unable to sleep, he got a ladder and climbed up to look. 3 baby chicks waiting for the mother swallow to come back. He went to the kitchen, grabbing 3 small chili peppers. Climbing up the ladder, giving each chick a chili pepper. Each chick died because of the chili peppers. It was too spicy and it damaged their throats. Now he could have a good nap. He thought that was the end of it. Later he married and had 3 kids. All 3 kids couldn't speak. This is a case of current retribution. In the Dhammapada there was a story about a person who raised a cow. After the mother cow gave birth to a baby cow, the baby cow disappeared. He went everywhere to find it until he got to the mountain. He went up the mountain and found an old monk. In fact, he was an arhat. At the moment he was cooking his clothes because we monks have to wear bad clothes. By taking good looking clothes and adding black dye. And cooking it changes its color. When he was cooking, that farmer came and asked the monk, "Have you seen a baby cow?" The arhat answered, "No, I haven't." He saw that he was cooking something. He thought, maybe he is cooking my beef, and he is saying no. He said he wanted to flip through it. The monk said, "Go ahead, that's my He said, "Go ahead." He said, "Do you want to flip through the pot?" The monk said, "Go ahead, that's my clothes." When he lifted the lid, he found no clothes, just beef. That arhat was just standing in disbelief. How did it turn into beef? The farmer dragged him to court and threw him to jail. One of his disciples came to see him. "How did you get locked up, master?" On the 3rd day, the baby cow was found. The farmer was very embarrassed, and he went to tell the judge that the master was innocent. I had mistaken him. The judge said, "I will free him tomorrow." But on the next day, the judge needed to go to the capital due to a call by the government. He forgot to set him free. So the old arhat was left in jail for another 6 months. Once he was free, his disciples asked him, "Why did this happen?" He replied, "I couldn't. Even though I have achieved the status of arhat, in the past life I had stolen someone's cow. I even had eaten their beef. Even my clothes had turned into beef. Everyone, this is karma. I inculpated someone. I let them be unfree for 6 days, so in my life, I got locked in jail for 6 months. So everyone, this is the meaning of good deeds are in good karma and misdeeds get bad karma. Again, let's talk about another story. The Buddha had been a fish in one of his past lives, but because the weather was hot at the time, the water in the pond gradually evaporated. After the water had dried out, lots of fish floated up to the surface. Many animals came to eat them. These fish almost died because of the hot weather. That big fish didn't know what to do, so the big fish vowed, "Heaven, heaven, I've been practicing on the right way since I was born. I never ate or killed any little being. Hope my vow will let it rain." After he was done talking, it started to rain. Buddha said he was that big fish. The force made by the heart is unbelievable. Buddha had also once been a small bird. The small bird encountered a forest fire. Lots of birds flew away, and others got stuck. The bird did the same thing and made a vow. "I hope all the good deeds I did this life, please make the fire extinguish and let it rain." At that time, even the Jade Emperor got touched by this little bird. It started to rain. Everyone, do you have a wish to complete? You need to make a vow with your heart. Everything could turn out as you vowed. Let me tell you another story. All these stories are real. There was Yanfeng Master. He wholeheartedly chanted Buddha's name and observed precepts. He never touched money in his entire life. He lived in the mountains. But he sometimes came down to ask for some salt to go back and cook. Now every time he came down, there was a noodle store at the bottom of the mountain. They were selling eel noodle. Every time he went past the noodle store put buckets of eels in front of the store. Every time Yanfeng Master walked by the store, he yelled, "Hit, kill." The meanings hit and kill. Hit, kill, hit, kill. The boss of the store stared at Zhang, young master. What is... Hit, kill. The boss of the store stared at Zhang Feng master. What is the monk yelling about? Zhang Feng master yells, hit, kill, every time he went by the noodle store. He yelled hit and kill for 3 to 4 days, and the boss started to ignore him. Later on the 5th day, when master walked by the noodle store again, he was yelling hit and kill again. The boss ignored him. He quickly picked up the bucket filled with eels. He ran and poured it into the river. Then the boss got very mad. He got a bat and hit the master. When Zhang Feng master got hit, people started to crowd. Boss, please don't hit the monk. The monk is merciful. Then lots of people gave money to help. Zhang Feng master paid the debt, and he was freed. When Zhang Feng master went back, a miracle happened. From that day and on, both of his hands could glow. If people were sick and he touched them, they got cured. Everyone, this is the karma of merit for releasing animals. The merit of mercy is unbelievable. Here's another story from a sutra. Sage Katyayana, one of Buddha's 10 main disciples, the best at debating. One day after he was done eating food, when he was walking and practicing, he saw a young man sitting on a chair eating a fish. He ate the fish head first. Then he broke the head off and threw it to the ground, and later continued eating the fish. At that time, a bitch came. It wanted to eat the fish head. This man even kicked the bitch. But the BITCH kept coming back to eat and was driven off again. Meanwhile, Sage Katyayana was meditating nearby. He thought, what's the connection between the three beings? He's an arhat. So he entered the meditative state and exited the state after he found out. Sai, eating father and kicking mother. The disciple beside Katyayana said, what does this mean? Let me tell you. The fish that had been the fish that the man is holding was his dead father. The dog the man was kicking was his dead mother. Isn't this eating father and kicking mother? So everyone, from now on, stop eating father and kicking mother. The point of Mahayana Buddhism is mercy. Mercy is treating all beings as your mother and father. Couldn't bear to kill animals. Couldn't bear to eat meat of animals. There is a saying in a sutra. A basket of pork is 10,000 debts. If you pick a piece of meat with chopsticks, you owe it thousands of debts. Those you'll never be able to pay back. Pointing at an animal with your finger. Pointing at an animal with your finger could let you die 1,000 times. If you go to the market and point at a chicken, can you kill this chicken for me? You'll be killed 1,000 times by it. So we advocate everyone to be a vegetarian as possible as you can. And one thing I need to point out, you better not to eat eggs if you're a vegetarian. Many said, Master, you're wrong. Those hens are single laying the eggs. You should ask the hens, not me. Hens lay eggs for delivering next generations. They are locked up for their entire lives. It's not merciful if you eat their eggs. Namo Amitabha Buddha.